Hello students, I am Pawan Kumar Singh, your physics teacher from Shruti Educational Group. Today we will start chapter number 2 of physics. The name of the chapter is Units and Measurement. So class, the contents of this chapter are Introduction, the International System of Unit, Measurement of Large Distance, Accuracy, precision of instruments and error in measurement, significant figures, and dimensions of a physical quantity. Now come to the introduction. Before starting of this chapter, we should familiar by these terms. The terms are measurement. What is measurement? Actually, it is the comparison of any physical quantity with its standard unit is called measurement. Come to the physical quantity, that what is physical quantity? All the quantities in terms of which laws of physics are described. I repeat, all the physical quantities in terms of which laws of physics are described and whose measurement is necessary are called physical quantities. Unit. A definite amount of physical quantity is taken as its standard unit. Come to the fundamental unit. Those physical quantities which are independent to each other are called fundamental quantities and their units are called fundamental units, derived units. Similarly, those physical quantities which are derived from the fundamental quantity are called derived quantities and their units are called derived unit. So students, in our present time we are using SI system, but we should familiar about our previous system which we have already been used. The systems was CGS, FPS, MKS. So one by one we will discuss it. So first of all, come to the system of unit. A system of unit is the complete set of units in which fundamental and derived both are included for all kind of the physical quantities. The common system of units which is used in mechanics are given below. You can see. First of all, we will discuss about the CGS system. In this system, the unit of length is centimeter, the unit of mass is gram, and the unit of time is second. Come to the FPS system. In this system, the unit of length is foot, the unit of mass is pound, and the unit of time is second. MKS system. MKS system and SI system are most similar type of the system. So MKS system. In this system, the unit of length is meter, the unit of mass is kilogram, and the unit of time is second. Last one, SI system, which is very important for us. In this system, we have 7 fundamental units and 2 supplementary fundamental units. Fundamental unit. This is the table of the 7 fundamental unit, and you have to learn these fundamental unit. So pause the video for a while and write down all the fundamental unit in your notebook. Okay, the fundamental units are length and its unit is meter, mass whose unit is kilogram, time unit is second, temperature unit is Kelvin, electric current unit is ampere, luminous intensity unit is candela, amount of substance unit is mole. Okay students, you have to learn these all fundamental units. Okay, continue with the fundamental unit. There are 2 supplementary fundamental unit also. These are plane angle whose unit is radian, solid angle whose unit is steradian. The unit for a plane angle is radian with the symbol RAD, and the unit for the solid angle is steradian with the symbol SR. Both these are the dimensionless quantity. Now come to the derived unit. Those quantity which are derived from the fundamental quantity are called the derived quantities and their units are called derived units. Now come to the next topic, measurement of large distance. Parallax method. Basically, this method is used to measure the large distance. Large distance, such as the distance of the planet or a star from the Earth, can be measured by the parallax method. What is parallax? Actually, it is the apparent shift in the position of an object with respect to another one. When we shift our eyes sideways, and you have already seen when we see an object from one eye, and if we switch off our one eye and open our another eye, we observe that the position of an object has been changed. So this one is the parallax. Now come to the diagram. The distance between the 2 points of an observation is called the basis. In this diagram it is denoted by small b. Now theta is the parallax angle and also known as parallactic angle, and s is the point whose distance from the observer we want to measure. D is the distance from the two viewpoints or observation. For far away planet, generally b upon d is very less than 1. Hence AB is taken as an arc of length and B and D is the radius with S as a center. So D equals to B upon theta. Now we should know about the conversion between the degree and radian. Basically 1 degree equal to 60 minutes, and this is equal to pi upon 180 radian also. 1 minute is approximately equal to 2.91 into 10 to the power minus 4 radian. 1 second is approximately equal to 4.85 into 10 to the power minus 6 radian. Now the next topic is accuracy, precision of an instrument, and error in measurement. Measurement is the foundation of all the experimental science and technology. The result of every measurement by any measuring instrument contains some uncertainty. This uncertainty is called error. Every calculated quantity which is based on the measured value also has an error. Now we shall distinguish between the two terms, that is accuracy and precision. Now what is accuracy? It is measure of how close the measured value is to the true value of the quantity. And precision, what resolution of limit the quantity is measured. Now for example, suppose any physical quantity, for example 3.5, it is the true value and we are measuring this value by any instrument and we got the result 3.495. So we can say that 3.495 is highly precise value because the resolution of limit is high. Okay. Next one, error in measurement can be classified as systematic error and random error. Systematic error, it tends to be in one direction, either positive or negative. The source of the systematic error are instrumental error, imperfection in experimental technique, and personal error. Now we will discuss one by one. Instrumental error. Instrumental error arises from the error due to the imperfect design or calibration of the measuring instrument. Now what is imperfection in experimental technique? We will discuss this point by an example. Suppose the temperature of a human body, a thermometer placed under the armpit will always give a temperature lower than the actual value of the body temperature. Now come to the personal error. Personal error arises due to an individual bias, lack of proper setting of the apparatus, or individual's carelessness in taking the observation without observing proper precautions. So these are three types of systematic error. Random error. These can arises due to the random and unpredictable fluctuations in experimental conditions. Next one is the least count error. The smallest value that can be measured by the measuring instrument is called its least count. For example, in a scale, we generally see that the 15 centimeter scale, the smallest value that we can measure is 0.1 centimeter or 1 mm. So the least count error of our scale is 1 mm.